So, let's use Rex. See what they do. I briefly watched, or saw someone playing it the other day. I haven't had a chance to actually use it myself. But as far as I can tell, Rex is some kind of biological robot. So, Rex is half robot, half plant that uses HP to cast devastating skills from a distance. The plant nor the robot could survive this planet alone, but thankfully they have each other. Interesting. Natural toxin is important for reducing the strength of enemies for both you and your allies. Seed Barrage can be used from any range and has a very low cooldown. Just make sure to watch your HP. Disperse, Directive Disperse can be used to knock enemies away. It can also push flying monsters into walls to kill them. Interesting. And well-aimed Tangling Growth can keep Rex in the fight forever. Rooting multiple monsters will guarantee you recover the initial HP lost. So, Toxins, certain attacks weaken, reducing movement speed, armor damage. Directive Inject, fire 3 syringes. Last syringe weakens, heals, dealt. Seed Barrage costs 15% of your current health. Launch a mortar into the sky for absurd damage. Directive Disperse, fire Sonic Boom that pushes and weakens all enemies hit. Pushes you backwards if you're airborne. And Tangling Growth costs 25% of your health. Fire a flower that roots for 200 damage and heals for every target hit. So, very, very interesting setup. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's so good. It feels really slow. But it's hard to tell if it's actually slow. It seems to be about the same speed as the Engineer. I also am really liking this sprint animation. Just rooting through the ground. Okay, and it's that third hit that does the weaken and heals. Yeah, this is a really high-risk, high-reward playstyle. I'm just going to take it slow. We've got the teleporter right there, but I really want to mess with and explore this character. Yeah, it feels like we're moving really, really slow. But I think it just feels that way because the character is relatively big. Small hit area. Aha, so that's the Tangling Roots. And it looks like the directives like launched from above. Interesting. A lot of good AoE, a lot of healing. This is a real weird playstyle. You're gonna need a lot of healing on this character. I'm also wondering what their activation rate is. Wait, Were there chests over here that I was saving for? There were. Or no, that was a... Gosh. Let's head up here. Yeah, I can see this character being super good against groups. Hard to tell if the Tangling Roots is, like, purely defensive or if it's offensive as well. Because it's great as a defensive measure, because the more things there are, the more you heal. Super spread out though. Yeah, we're feeling really slow. Feather's a nice addition. Shame that it's our first item, but we are taking our sweet time going through this. Ooh, Infusion. That seems really powerful on Rex. Missiles. I wonder if the roots launch missiles. Like, I have no idea what the on-hit stuff is. Like, what triggers what on this character. And it looks like the Disperse is really close range. And part of me wants to, like, keep a bunch of enemies alive for the extra healing, but that's such a big risk. Healing Drone will help, though. Probably gonna check out the Disperse description again once this run's done. See if I can get a better idea of what it's actually doing. Yeah, it's such weird survivability. There's definitely a ton of it, but yeah, it's real weird survivability. It seems like the robot parts are the ones that mostly deal, like, hurt me. And the plant parts are the ones that mostly heal me? Well, let's run that back. See if we can't get a better hang on how Rex works. So Directive Disperse. It pushes and weakens enemies. So it doesn't actually do damage. Seed Barrage, launching a mortar. So I feel like Seed Barrage is going to be my main bit of damage. Like 450 is a ton. Disperse, I think, is for more of a like escape, push into walls tactic, but it doesn't actually do any damage itself. And Tangling Growth is also only healing, so... Such a weird character. I'm digging the design, though. See if I can get a right out of the gate item. Oh, wait, 17. Oh, no! Couldn't quite get there. Yeah, the weakening seems really nice, though. Like, our basic attack feels really strong. And his, the sound effects on the run just feels so gooey. There we go. You know what? Let's go with the on hits, so I can start figuring out how often it, actually triggers. And at least everything is 25%, like, all the numbers are of your current health. It's not of your max health. Okay, so not a huge fan of the on-click stuff, or on-hit stuff so far. I'm not sure how high the proc is on Grenade 2, so that's probably part of it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to put my finger on how I feel about Rex, and I kind of feel like I'm gonna get surrounded a lot. But maybe that's the whole point of Disperse and Tangled Roots. Or maybe just my playstyle needs to be more forward. Ooh, here we go. Now, as a support character, I think they're fantastic. Like, in groups, Rex might be a new favorite. Well, maybe not my actual favorite. But definitely high up there in group play. Plus, this long-range sniping is really useful. But it takes so long to kill anything. Like, I kind of wish the Tangling Roots drained health. There we go. Wow, I've gotten basically nothing from any of my shrines. Kind of unlucky on the item front too, because we've explored everything. And we haven't gotten all that much. Now we've gotten 3 drones, which is okay. The healing drones will probably help a ton. Oof. That's not good. It also looks like multiple tendrils can grab onto bosses, which is real nice. Yeah, so against the literal boss itself, you know, slow, steady pace, but in terms of fighting the groups around the bosses, yeah, super solid. The Disperse also seems to stun, which is nice. Let's get going. I wasn't really getting any activations on my basic shot. It was mostly just the mortar. I may have finally found a character that I don't like ukulele on. Okay. No idea how well Bustling Fungus would work. Probably about as well as any non-engineer, really. I need to remember to disperse more. Because more and more I'm starting to think that my main damage isn't my, like, seed shooter. It's my mortar. Like, I'm gonna want to weaken with the seed shooter and then launch the mortar down onto people. And again, super long range. But taking a very, very long time to kill people. Now, I can survive it, which is critical for how long it takes. But I'm not sure if that's enough. Ooh, another beetle. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, in boss fights, my survivability is crazy. Granted, I still have 2 healing throws, which is certainly helpful. Also, I wonder how shield generators work with this character. There we go. Getting a little bit of attack speed is pretty big, honestly. This is definitely a high concentration character. Yeah, with this attack speed increase from the War Banner, this character feels really good. Like, that's just so much rapid healing. Let's see if there's anyone super close. Or any chests super close. Well, that did work out. I don't want to go too far. Yeah, real bad luck on... Oh, there's a thing. Bustling fungus. And looks like that's gonna be it. I'll take this upper route at least. Maybe something will jump out up here, but I think I've already been this way. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Way behind, but could be worse. Oh, I'm not looking forward to fighting greater wisps with this guy. Although, does it prevent them from teleporting away? Because if it does, that's kind of big. Oh, so gooey. It reminds me of mixing really thick cookie batter. Hey, Alchemist, how's it going? Yeah, I actually unlocked them on stream. They're really weird. And I can't decide if it's good weird or bad weird yet. Cliff Notes version is they use their health in order to use most their 2 stronger attacks. Well, actually, that's not entirely accurate. So, yeah, I guess the best way to describe this character is just go one by one. So their basic attack is this triple shot, and the third hit heals and does this unique state to this character called Weaken. And Weaken lowers their attack speed, their movement speed, and their damage, I think. But it also heals me. This attack, the Mortar, takes 15% of my current health, not total health, but current health. But does a 450% damage attack. AoE, so very strong. Then there's this Disperse, which is a group weaken and short stun, which only does damage if you like push enemies into walls. And then there's... I'm waiting for a good time to use it. And then my last ability is sort of an AoE heal of sorts, where it heals more the more enemies around it, but it costs 25% of my current health to use. And it doesn't inherently do any damage itself. But it just enables so much other stuff. So as you can see, kind of crazy survivable. But the damage is a little slow, but I might not be, like, I might just be not as aggressive with the Mortar as I should be. I don't know, it's so hard to say. But everything's on, like, a super fast cooldown, with the exception of the AoE heal. Ah! Also, the basic attack seems to have a really low proc rate for things like the ukulele and stuns. But the range is kind of ridiculous. I guess the proc rate's not too bad. Maybe it's higher the further away. That doesn't make sense. Also, this is a new area. I don't know if you've explored it much yet. Do you know how to unlock the new character? And would you like to know how to unlock the new character? One hoof would be really nice. Hey, got rid of the bustling fungus. I'm out. You know how? Just play the... You just play Squishy's character in the game? Yeah, it was pretty easy on Engineer. There's also a way that you can cheese it in multiplayer. Where Handy doesn't drop the fuel cell. But if you have someone using Handy in multiplayer, or if you use Handy in multiplayer, and grab the fuel array, then you can just keep it in the use item that's not currently equipped. Okay, let's see if this Tesla works. It doesn't seem to. Lollipop. Also, this place is massive, and I keep getting lost. I don't think there's anything over there. Yeah, Handy is usually pretty good. I used to really like the character, but I guess other characters have grown on me much more than Handy. Like, Handy was neat when I didn't have any other options, but it just doesn't feel that interesting to me, I guess. Like, I find Engineer and Merc to be way more engaging. Artificer's also really engaging, but is super squishy. Which I'm guessing by squishiest character in the game, you're referring to the Alchemist, right? Or Artificer? Ooh, fuel cell, nice. I'm just gonna run around. Oh, Huntress, right. Yeah, Huntress is also pretty squishy. Hey, another hoof. Hey, we're almost up to a reasonable movement speed. Also, where is this teleporter? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this stage feels like the tectonic plates before I had it figured out, where it just feels so massive. Oh, hot. Double high. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to fighting Dune Striders with this character. I mean, at least I can heal through a ton, which is nice. Yes, I would also like to heal. Also, I wonder if the parasite infecting the Dune Strider is similar to how Rex works. Just die. Okay. Whew, that went better than I expected by, like, by a long shot. Yeah, it's weird. Like, this character is almost a tank with how much healing they can do. But also feels so squishy because they're using their health to deal damage. It's so awkward. But it's an interesting awkward. And, like, they super excel if they just get a little bit of attack speed. Like, every time the War Banner's down, they feel incredibly powerful. Also, looks like the on-hit proc is definitely more reasonable than I was originally suspecting. That Ancient was riding on that... What? See how the Roots does against Magma Worm. Okay. This is going about as well as I expected. Oof. Wait, is there another one? Hey. Root. Yeah, not gonna lie, this Tesla coil doing 90% of the work. Wasn't there a chest over here? Maybe not. There's a chest over here, so that's what matters. But hey, and we have a ton of money now, too. Ooh, wow. 2 crit glasses in a row. Another lollipop. Lots of hermit crabs all over the place. No idea where they even are. Well, there's some. Yeah, I feel like Rex always comes out of a fight with just a little under full health every time. Which, I mean, totally makes sense considering the mechanics. Like, if I finished a fight... Ooh. If I finished a fight at full health, then I'm not using the mechanics. And thus I'd be doing something wrong. Yeah, the way he sprints is so good. Like, the description's great too, where it's like the plant and the robot could not survive on their own. But together they make it work. This guy can do the teleporter. Nuke him from orbit. Another use item, but I think I'm good. I kind of wish all damage healed me, but that'd probably be just busted. Well, I'm gonna wait. Well, I was gonna wait for my missiles to be up, but I would rather not start this fight on... Oh, goodness, there's two of them. But I'd rather not start this fight on I'm coming for you. You know, this is going way better than I expected. I think putting the weakened state on Magnimorph is really helping. Holy moly! So I don't know how much of that was the Tesla coil and how much of that was Rex just doing their thing. And to be fair, you want the, you want the items to be cool. Like, you want the items and the character to be, mixed. Also, Bandolier, absolutely useless. Now, let's at least see what this is, because I got the money. Fruit? No, I need the DPS. Missiles is just really good at finishing off characters. I don't have cooldowns, though. This character literally does not have cooldowns. With the exception of the AoE heal. Everything's super fast. Have a good day! Yeah, like, it's a free restore of this skill. But even then, that's, 11 seconds. Although, if I do get a Bandolier to drop, which I might just test that. Keep an eye out for a Bandolier. I'm gonna see if I can have 2 of the draining thing at once. Ah, Bandolier. I can! So, in theory, unlike Engineer, there is no hard limit for how many tangling vines I can have active at a time. So that's good. That makes Bandolier much more worth it. I was half expecting it to be like Engineer, where I could only have exactly 1. But considering the primary cost is 25% of your current life, it also kind of makes sense that that's not the case. Ooh. Yeah, I'm already close to it. I'm gonna get it. Oh, yeah, that's enough. Environmental log. Titanic plains. Yeah, I haven't seen one of those environmental logs in a long time. I thought I already had the one for Titanic plains, but maybe not. Oh, boy. I am not okay with this. I need kills to proc my Berserker Pauldrons. There we go. Oh, it still exploded. I was a little too late. Just keep them over there. Oh, there was a... You know, I'm gonna use y'all to heal. Don't mind me. Where'd you go? Oh, it's dead. Wow, that went way better than I was expecting. Like, this entire... Like, every interaction with this character is, oh no, I'm dead. Wait, how am I still alive? Oh no, I'm dead. Wait, how the heck am I still alive? No Man's Sky, where you just run around and scan those areas would be dope. Yeah, No Man's Sky was also a game where it was my chill game for a while. Such a good chill game. I feel like I'm always so low on health. Almost 19, but not quite. Holy moly! So I definitely like Rex. That's for sure. It's such a weird character, though. Like, it's weird, because Rex is very strong. And in the beginning, I was just like, well, if I was just a little bit faster, if I, like, just attacked a little bit faster, or I moved a little bit faster, then the survivability would feel really good. Turns out, when you get items to fill those roles, holy moly. Like, their survivability goes through the roof. Like, through the roof to an absurd degree, even. So what you're saying is you need a soldier syringe printer. Yeah. Like, a soldier syringe printer would be crazy on this guy. Ta-ra-ra, boom-die. Yeah, I don't even have a single soldier syringe. I'm just making do with my, War Banner and Berserk Pauldrons. They're doing a fantastic, representation of, nice, more crit. How much does that cost? 1,400? Yeah, like, you group things up with vines, and then you nuke them with mortar. That seems to be the general tech. Also, wow, apparently most of my healing drones have died. No idea when that happened. There's the teleporter. Is that a thing? No. Just someone crawling out of the ground, inevitably dying. Oh, hey! I'm not gonna deal with you. Uh-oh. Ah, there's another one! Why is there another one? Like, and I think part of it too is Rex gets so much better late game. With just like all the people in their healing aura thing. Ah, yep, it got me. Whew! And that was my second run with Rex. Crazy. Absolutely absurd.